depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Wagner, and finish off by Wagner.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And the basket by Tatum.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man. And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Porzingis finds Holiday. Here's Suggs, and Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by White. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Caldwell Pope at the elbow. Banchero. Clock at 6. Suggs. Over Tatum. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Wagner drives in. Carter kicks to Caldwell Pope. Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. The three-pointer no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Orlando, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And that one's good. Suggs.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
The 3 from Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Celtics. And he drives in. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
Suggs with the ball. He's picked up by White. Banchero passes to Carter. Tries from 16. Porzingis with the rebound. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Orlando, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Banchero dishes to Caldwell Pope. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Tatum looking around and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. To the inside. Here's Banchero. Over to the wing. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Suggs has got 8.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
And it's Banchero missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a coach.
Good on the triple. He's got 11.
And I tell you what, Tatum is proving to be an all-around scorer of the basketball. He can do it all.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Another miss by Banchero.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green right here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Suggs. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for Orlando. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Wagner. Then it's Anthony, and it's Queen in at the 2-guard. This is out there for Orlando. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. And it's the Celtics with the ball. After the Magic pick up 2. Shireman can hit. Here's Orlando now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Here's De Silva. Drills the three-pointer. De Silva's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Magic.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Isaac finds Wagner. Here's De Silva. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Poked away. And here is Craig. Still yet to score. Pass to Pritchard. The alley-oop layup, very well done. Anthony's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Pass to Shireman. Horford with the screen on Wagner. Shireman. His three-pointers off the mark. Magic leading by 10. Wagner kicks to Anthony. Knocks down the three ball. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels. Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. Here's Queen. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Shireman. Sinks the three-pointer. Shireman's got 6.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Queen. Scoreless thus far. Connects from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Queen. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. So the wing on the left, 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to De Silva. Now Anthony. Going inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Horford.
Yeah, what a finish. He used his bounce to throw it down over the taller defender.
Shireman can't hit. The three. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first half. Magic lead by 15. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Isaac with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Porzingis finds White. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lob pass to Wagner. It's not going to go for him.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Sinks the triple. Porzingis has got his first 3 points of the game.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. On defense, the Celtics, trailing by 19. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right. Top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness. Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game.
Looking to get back on track here. The Magic again can't hit. Celtics trail by 18. Right the pass to Porzingis. The three from Tatum. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Wagner, another miss by Orlando.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Porzingis with the steal. Brown dishes to Holiday. The three from Tatum. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando leading by 18. There's the lob to Banchero. Stolen by Tatum. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Holiday finds Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Banchero outside. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Banchero's got 6 points. The three from Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
A three of his own for Tatum. That is how you respond.
Suggs against Holiday. Now, here's Suggs. Guarded closer. Lets it go from deep. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics trail by 15. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's Tatum. Pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Brown. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Holiday, no good. Caldwell Pope outside. He could go. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Orlando Magic. Their lead at 50. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at point guard. This is out there for Orlando. Now, Tatum, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
And here's Porzingis, following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And stolen by Tatum. Holiday with it. Picked up by Suggs. And stolen by Wagner. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. They get it again. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and it's blocked by Brown.
Great positioning and timing by Brown, using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
The 3 from Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. Carter against Porzingis. Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. They get the rebound. Banchero outside. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Boston grabs the miss. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The 3 from Tatum. Whoa! Tatum stretching his range.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
Once again off the mark, Orlando. And Holiday kicks to Tatum for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
It's Carter, high post. He's against Porzingis. Carter with the bucket. And we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
And good aggressive basketball in that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
And it's good from Banchero on the assist by Carter. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Unloads. And Tatum pulls it down.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And here's Wagner. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Orlando moving the ball. Here's Carter. Hits the outside fadeaway. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Over in the corner, White. It's White on the wing. Suggs with the steal. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Now Banchero. The tray. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. He had a nice open look right there. Tatum's got 40 points.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there. Willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Right wing. Suggs with the ball. Pass to Wagner. There's the 3. So the Magic win it. They didn't make it easy.
So Cleveland will get first possession. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Strus in at the 3.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it. Supremely confident in his abilities.
And Caro outside. Off target from outside. And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A. You know, when Carter Jr. is hitting this, it opens up everything else. Love seeing him get going from there.
Garland against Suggs. And Darius Garland with the 3. Garland's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Now here's Caro. 3-pointer off the mark. Mobley outside. The rebound by Carter. The Magic have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Caro passes to Carter. From the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. From deep, Mobley hits a 3-pointer.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Suggs. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Garland against Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. Shoots a fadeaway. Mobley grabs the board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Suggs with the bucket.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
The 3 is up. And Darius Garland, good for 3. Garland's got 9 points.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
The 3 ball. And Cleveland another 3.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Carter. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. Up top, Caro. Clock at 4 with the drive. Oh, Caro throws it down.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Caro comes tumbling by.
Garland against Suggs. Offensive rebound. Poke loose. Stolen by Carter. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. And Banchero with a bucket on the assist by Wagner. He has 6.
Great to see a young guy play that kind of cerebral game. Wagner sees the shooter and gets him set up nicely.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Anthony, the pass to Queen. Isaac for 3. What a performance for Darius Garland. He has been the story for the Cavaliers. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
Jonathan Isaac is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Anthony, and it's De Silva in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Magic trail by 7. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs for the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And here's Hunter for 3. Here's Okoro. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. Okoro's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Magic trail by 9. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
4-3. Hunter can't get it to go. The Magic have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. De Silva with the bucket.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Pass to Jerome. Fires from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Three-pointer, Anthony. Is rebounded by Okoro. Cleveland leading by 5. From outside the arc. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. From deep. That shot, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter. To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Cleveland shooting 41% in this game. He rifled that one in from distance. He's got 6.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And he's all alone. From downtown, it's another 3 for Cleveland.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Lets it fly from 18. And another miss by Orlando.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And it's Cole Anthony with a foul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Jerome, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Kept alive. The three. The shot that time not on target.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Wagner in the high post, working on Hunter. Here's Queen, by Kuro. Throw it down on the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
De Silva. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
And here's Thompson for three. Rebound by the Magic. Wagner outside. Here's De Silva. On target from range. De Silva's got 7 points.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Jerome, that's good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's Cleveland earning this break in the action, up 10. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So Orlando ends up going with a new group. On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. And it's Strus in at small forward. Pass to Garland. Takes a three. And the Cavaliers, another three.
Matching the triple from the other end. Garland is game.
And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Wagner finds Suggs. Back to Wagner. Carter from outside. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Mobley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Allen with a screen on Caldwell Pope. From deep, Mitchell. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Cavaliers lead by 10. Strus the pass to Mobley. And the three off target. For Orlando, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. It's going to be Banchero shooting. That one on Mitchell. Orlando shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. All alone. Donovan Mitchell with a board. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And Allen gets it to go.
You know, Allen really moves well for a player of his size, and he's always hustling. That set up the fast break finish there.
Here's Suggs for 3. Caldwell Pope nails it from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
Nice switch up. Already into a shot motion, he kicks it to another shooter.
Allen, the pass to Garland. Allen a screen. On the wing, Mitchell. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Boy, Allen always a threat, especially when you give him room to run. He's capable of banging it home.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And no good. Cleveland leading by 9. Right wing. On the wing, Strus. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. From deep. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Mobley. Strus has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Carter. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Mobley and a missed layup. The Magic have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. The 3 from Suggs. Mitchell grabs a miss. Cleveland has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Wagner. Launches it. Pure from 3-point range.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Cleveland again missing.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Outside Carter. Now Banchero. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Love the rise and fire approach from KCP. Gotta be impressed with this guy's confidence.
Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Mitchell against Suggs. Clock at 6. Garland, the pass to Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Allen's got 10.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
Mitchell has everything, including that 3-point shot.
And here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Back to Suggs. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Cleveland Cap. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it's really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Anthony in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. He's got a clear path.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
The Cavaliers lead by 14. The 3 from Okoro. Rebound by the Magic. Queen's got 4 rebounds now. Unloads from 13. Out to Anthony. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple.
And they need Anthony to connect from deep. And when he does, their offense opens up even more.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. The 3 from Thompson knocks it down from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 14. The shot. The open shot, Isaac. Pass to De Silva. The 3 is up. For 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Okoro. Orlando grabs the miss. On the break. Here's Queen. The 3-pointer off the mark. Cleveland has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Jerome. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got his 5th rebound in this one. Releases. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Cavaliers lead by 14. Here's Okoro. Cleveland again missing. The Magic shooting only 42%. Wagner finds Anthony. Sends it home from three-point land. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Anthony. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Pulls up for three. De Silva, no good. The Cavaliers have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. And here's Thompson for three. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Three-pointer, Anthony. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And the basket by Queen.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Offensive board. Out to the right wing. There's the three. Hits the trifecta. And the Cavaliers lead by 14. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Anthony driving in. And he comes up with a bucket.
This has been Anthony's night for sure. Everything going exactly right for him at the offensive end.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's Jerome. Over Anthony. Anthony grabs the board.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Cavaliers.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Darius Garland.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
To the right side, here's De Silva. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Isaac with it. And so Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road.
bit of an old school feel to it, doesn't it? These teams love to run things down low.
Yeah, it's going to be a heck of a matchup, Kevin. A little bit of bully ball, you could say. Having a center you can run your offense through makes the rest of your offense that much better.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the 3.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Mitchell's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. Brown with a screen on Garland. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense. Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Now, here's Brown. Good on the three-point shot.
So comfortable in that corner, you better get out to Brown. If you don't, he's going to be sinking these all night.
The wide open look here for Garland. They grabbed their own miss. From outside the arc, a basket good off the assist from Allen. Garland's got 6.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Outside, Porzingis. Holiday surveying the floor. Outside, Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Strus with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Strus's shot is good.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
The kick out to Tatum. Launches a 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Great, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
And here's Garland for 3. Rebound, Boston.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Boston again missing.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Brown with the screen on Mobley. Tatum against Mobley. The shot. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
You look at Tatum now running the pick and roll. He's calm and his moves are so concise. He's just definitive with everything he does.
Celtics trail by 4. White left side. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the 3. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got 5 now.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Boston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Tatum on the wing. .34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Holiday. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Able to absorb contact. Holiday is not someone that is prone to lose focus on these tough takes.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Celtics have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Mobley against Tatum. Outside, White. Back to Tatum. And stolen by Mobley. No good on the shot. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Boston on top, up 1. And we'll be back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Horford is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. The 3. They get it back. In the corner, Okoro with it. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Quarters checked out for the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers substitution, number 9.
Celtics leading by 3. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now, here's Craig. Here's Pritchard. The shot will not fall.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And a wide open look for Porter. And the 3 ball is good. Porter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Craig finds Horford. Here's Shireman. And another miss by Boston. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Cleveland.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Cleveland leading by 3. Fires for 3. Takes a 3. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 6.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
To end the run. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now, here's Okoro. Still without a basket. Pass to Shireman. Craig with a screen on Porter. Here's Shireman. Off target from three-point range. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Hunter for 3. Craig pulls it in. Celtics trail by 3. Over to the left wing. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Porter. Here's Pritchard. He takes it in. Here's Shireman. The three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Poke loose. Craig with it. Guarded by Hunter. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Pritchard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Horford the pass to Pritchard. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hauser. Back to Shireman. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, Cleveland shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Thompson sets the pick for Hunter. And here is Okoro. To stop the drought. Back to Hunter. Three-pointer. Horford with the rebound. Boston trailing. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
And that one's good by Porter.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Pritchard. The Celtics get it back in a new 14. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Shireman. Over Okoro. Again, the miss by the Celtics. There's the three. And another three for Cleveland.
3 points.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Isaac Okoro. He's out there with Porter. Hunter is out there with Thompson.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
And here's Tatum for three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Offline with his three. Celtics trail by 5. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. Something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they had 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Tatum's shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. Misses from short range.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Inside. Fires from deep. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Watch out. Tatum's going to stretch the defense all over the place if he's knocking down threes from the corner.
Okoro, wide open, he fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. Tatum with another miss. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 6-point game. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Now, Hunter. After Isaac Okoro missing on that last three-pointer. And that one's good. Hunter.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Now, here's Okoro. Light covering. Okoro shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Pass to White. Now Tatum goes up on the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim. Now here's Hunter. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 41 seconds left to play in the third. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. For the 3. Rebound Boston. Porzingis passes to Tatum. The 3. And Okoro pulls it down.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
A three-pointer is right on target. 9 points in the game so far. Now Tatum. He's got 13. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Lets it go from deep. That one no good. Good if it goes. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And they get it to double digits.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Garland finds Mitchell. Rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Tatum on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Holiday, the pass to Tatum. And here's Holiday. On the clock. Pass to Brown. It's over Garland. Brown, no good. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Kicks it out to Garland. Stolen by Holiday. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Wasted no time on that one. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's Strus on the wing. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Tatum wide open. He fires one. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 19 points.
What's special about him is he is a natural leader and an active scorer. When Tatum is firing off the catch, you know he's feeling it.
Celtics trail by 5. Holiday dishes to Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Tatum with another miss. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Strus kicks to Mitchell. It's up a 3. Trains the three-pointer. Mitchell's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Cavs.
And Mitchell doesn't take many shots from the corners, but he is more than capable of knocking them down.
The kick out to Brown. Tatum on the wing. Just 3 to shoot. Off target from the wing. The Cavaliers leading by 8.
2 minutes.
For 3, Mitchell. Pass to Strus. Hands it from downtown.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Now here is Holiday, guarded by Garland. And here's Tatum for 3. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Garland looking it over. Shoots. And Boston with the rebound. Brown's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Holiday to pass to Brown. The 3 from Tatum. Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for Cleveland. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And they'd love to cut this deficit down to single digits. To the inside, and stolen by Mobley. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. He tries for 3, and it's White with the rebound. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Celtics passing it around. Tatum against Allen. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Garland way outside. Porzingis with the rebound. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll...
there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Now here's Tatum. Shot clock at 6. And he converts the layup.
Well, Jason Tatum has worked hard to fill out his frame. It's not going to bother him that you're bringing a level of physicality.
Caldwell Pope against White. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Tatum with a steal. And here's Brown for 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebound Boston. And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doors Jaylen Brown the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Here's Carter, and it's slammed in by Carter.
Moncaro taking advantage of those long arms, big frame, makes the nice defensive play.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. He said watching tape in preparation for this game, Wendell Carter just kept showing up. Whether it was on the boards, being in the right position defensively, or even stretching the floor at the offensive end. Carter makes a lot of plays that help his team. Brian?
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Suggs from behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Over Bencaro. The kick to Tatum. Pass to White. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. It's deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Bencaro work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Here's Brown. Clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Orlando ball.
Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Holiday against Suggs. Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And Carroll with a screen on White. To the inside. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by the Celtics. Brown finds Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 10.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
To halt the run, here's Carter. Soft touch off the glass.
Wendell Carter Jr., it matters not where he is on the floor, right? This guy's touch is excellent. Sometimes a nice inside shot, yeah, give me an easy 2.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shoots over White. Rebound Boston. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Holiday looking for an opening. On the wing, Tatum. The 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Second chance shot. The shot, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
White against Caldwell Pope. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Tatum from long range. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
White with the steal. Brown with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Here's Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Banchero.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player.
On the wing, Tatum, guarded by Banchero. The offensive rebound. Caldwell Pope against White. Tatum, shot is good.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
And Carroll with a screen on White. No good there. The shot, no good. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Boston out in front. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
So for Orlando right now, they've got Wagner, Cole Anthony out there with Jonathan Isaac, and it's De Silva in at the 3. Beyond the arc. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Celtics lead by 11. Screen by Horford. Pritchard. Misses the 3. Here's Queen. Anthony outside. Wagner, the pass to Anthony. Off target from three-point range. Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Craig attacking. Here's Hauser. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Drops in the 3. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point, because you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game. Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Horford, a screen on Anthony. Again, the miss by Boston. Magic trail by 7. Isaac outside. Back to Anthony. Pass to Queen. Here's Isaac on the wing. Anthony, just 5 to shoot. That one no good. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Stolen. Oh, there's the alley. And the dunk by Isaac.
Does a little bit of leaping ability and much anticipation on the alley-oop. Jonathan Isaac, salute.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. There's a screen. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Shireman. And no good. The dry spell continues. And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
Yeah, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Pass to Wagner. Over Horford. And it's Wagner missing. Celtics lead by 8. Wagner with a steal. Anthony outside. And there's the lob. Fast break. Here we go. And it's Shireman missing. The Magic have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's De Silva. They get it again. Out to Anthony. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Boston's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Again, the miss by Boston. Magic trail by 8. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Craig with a steal. Here's Shireman. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover. A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Pritchard, the pass to Craig. Here's Hauser. Pass to Craig. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Isaac. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, he saw the play coming together, but the timing was just a little off.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back to the game after this break. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Holiday finds Porzingis. The kick out to White. Tatum feeling it out of it. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Tatum's got 19 points.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound Boston. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Doris, it's hard to pick one, but Derek White is in the running for best defensive guard.
It's so true, and what Derek White does perhaps better than any other guard is block shots. When we talk about top arm ball defenders, he's also on that list. You want to talk about somebody who can get in the passing lane and be disruptive. He's on that list. Truly can do it all.
Magic trail by 16, and he lobs it up top, and stolen by Brown. For 3, Porzingis. Rebounded by Suggs. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Here's Banchero. Will it go? Using his size, Banchero gets by inside.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Pass to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Porzingis passes to Holiday. It's Brown on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Brown's got 5 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
And White has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Tatum from long range. White, the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Holiday. Sinks it from distance.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Here's Carter. The shot from the low post is good. He has 6.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Tatum way outside. Orlando with the rebound. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tatum from long range. Offensive rebound. White finds Tatum. Goes back up. Nice jump shot. Tatum's got 24 points.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Carter, the pass to Banchero. Takes the 3. Holiday grabs the miss. And here's Boston. They're on a 16-7 run. There's Tatum with the 3. Rebounded by Suggs.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
The 3 from Banchero. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Boston leading by 17. Porzingis with it. Now Carter by Suggs. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. So Boston ends up going with a new group. The Magic have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And the basket by Queen.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
The 3 from Craig. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Queen. Horford with a steal. And here's the fast break. And the basket by Shireman. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Hauser. No good from outside. Here's Anthony. Here's Isaac. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Isaac's got his second basket.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Oh, rejected by Isaac. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Isaac. Here's Pritchard. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Big-time shot.
And so it's the Boston Celtics looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Orlando, they've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Anthony in at the 1 spot. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Just 4 to shoot. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
A line change here for Orlando. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Wagner. Back to Caldwell Pope. And here's Banchero. Unloads. Left side Carter. Hey, puts up a 3. They grab their own miss. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Wagner. Here's Carter. Back to Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Nails it from 3.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Tatum passes to Holiday. White against Caldwell Pope. Here's Tatum. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Carter. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. And another 3 for Orlando.
Boy, solid pass from the big man, Wendell Carter Jr.
Boston leading by 14. And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Tatum, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Outside Tatum. Launches it.
Now, this guy takes pride on the defensive side of the ball. Banchero not backing down.
Yes, Paolo Banchero for 2.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Wagner for 3. Oh, they get a hand on it. For Boston, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. There's Tatum with the 3. It's rebounded by Banchero.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Carter from outside. Holiday grabs the miss. Holiday's got his 6th rebound on the night. Tatum from long range. Boston, no good that time either.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Carter, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Orlando again missing. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Tatum way outside. Suggs against White. On the wing, Tatum. Guarded by Banchero. Tatum can't hit.
Well, whether it's a defensive adjustment or he's gone just a bit cold, that efficiency has really fallen off this quarter.
Caldwell Pope finds Carter. To the wing, right side. The 3 from Banchero. It's hauled in by White.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Tatum with it. Caldwell Pope covering to win the cold spell. And it's Tatum missing.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Celtics.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And what a huge performance it was for Jason Tatum.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
On the wing, Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Suggs, no good. I think a bucket here, Graham, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. White, the pass to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Tatum. They get it back. Lets a 3 fly. Buries it from 3. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they...
one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point. And that one is good from Suggs.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Mobley. And it's Suggs with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And here is Mitchell. After Paolo Banchero made that last three-pointer. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, nice touch there by Mitchell. Easy to misjudge that mid-range jumper.
Banchero with the ball. Mobley's there. Banchero kicks to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Mitchell passes to Strus. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Suggs. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Mobley, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Mitchell dishes to Garland. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. 5 on the clock. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Banked in off the glass. Banchero's got 5.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
The 3 from Garland. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Orlando leading by 4. Pass to Suggs.
2 minutes.
Shoots the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit, and we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8. Mitchell in the corner. From deep, another 3 for Cleveland.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Shoots from 12. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. He has 7.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now, here's Strus. Back to Garland. Over Suggs. Garland, no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Strus against Wagner. Fires the 3. And it's Max Strus with the 3. Strus has got 6.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Mitchell against Caldwell Pope. Mitchell kicks to Allen. A three from Strus. That shot missing. Wagner from long range. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
On the court for Orlando, Isaac out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. Here's Isaac. Deflects the pass. Here's Anthony. And Okoro pulls it down. Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Thompson, a screen on Isaac. Wade, good.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Jerome. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
Offensive rebound. Back to Okoro. Wade on the wing. Pass to Okoro. Anthony against Hunter. The trade. Here's Jerome. Here's Okoro. No scoring in this one. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's De Silva. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Here's Queen, covered by Okoro. And stolen by Thompson. Pass to Jerome. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Magic. There's Wagner with the 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Cleveland leading by 4. Bobbed up there for Thompson. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. De Silva, no good.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Here's Jerome, and he's good on the 3-ball. Jerome's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop. Well, so many bigs excel from 3-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
The Magic trail by 4. No good that time. Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Wade sets the pick for Okoro. Offensive rebound. Wade kicks to Hunter. The 3-ball. Pass to Okoro. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Okoro's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Anthony. Defense is right there. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, bangs home the trifecta. Wade's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Cavs. 3 seconds left. And so it's Cleveland with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Bang, right after this. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Magic trail by 10. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. And it's Garland in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Garland. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Outside Garland. Three-pointer. Kicks it out to Allen. From beyond the arc. That shot off. Well, Orlando shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Alton. David.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. Had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his first foul. The Magic trail by 13. Deep 2 from Wagner.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Here's Mitchell. The Magic getting the bucket. And Garland has it in the corner. Mobley a screen on Suggs. Just 5 on the clock. Garland the pass to Mobley. Over Banchero. Mobley misses.
And the defense gave him no space. He had to fade back. That's not an easy look for most guys.
And the more Banchero knocks down shots, the more comfortable he's going to be in the league.
Here's Garland. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. To the middle. Here's Allen. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists now in this one. Banchero against Mobley. And it's Banchero missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And here's Mitchell from the arc.
2 minutes.
Mobley outside. From outside the arc. Carter pulls it in. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. 9-point game. Caldwell Pope for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Caldwell Pope's got himself on the board with 3 there. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
It's stolen by Strus. Fires the three. It's good from long range. Strus has got 9.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Fires from way outside. Mitchell comes up with the rebound.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that.
Wagner kicks to Caldwell Pope. From the arc, it's the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got his second basket of the game.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Banchero against Mobley. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Banchero. Suggs in the corner. Takes the three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Allen with the screen for Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Takes advantage of the opening. No good there. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Cavaliers lead by 5. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Wagner wide open. Back to Caldwell Pope. To the wing right side. From past the arc. And it's Banchero missing. Cleveland leading by 5. Allen finds Mitchell. From downtown. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Pass to Suggs. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Mitchell driving the lane. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Allen, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And Strus launches it from deep. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Suggs kicks to Carter. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 5. And Strus launches it from deep. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Mitchell puts up a deep. Oh, he got it!
Can you believe that?
Here's Caldwell Pope. The Magic again can't hit. Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. This shot by Mitchell, no good. The Magic trail by 8. Launches it. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And it's Strus missing. Here's Suggs. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garland. The Magic shooting well. They're at 45%. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Trains it from beyond the arc. Now just a 3-point Cavalier lead.
He better get used to these late game scenarios. Banchero getting a nice taste of it right there.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wagner from long range. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The 3 from Garland. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Mobley with the rebound.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
It's Strus on the win. Outside Garland. Pocket 6. This one for 3. Connects from downtown.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Banchero inside. Mobley's there. And it's Banchero missing. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
And it's off the back rim. No good. Mitchell against in the air and down hard.
Oh, stop.
Deep 2 from Wagner. It falls.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
But I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. Now here's Strus. Pass to Mobley. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
White, the pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The 3 from Mitchell. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Wanting the ball there. Mitchell getting those 3 points back.
And in Garland, we're looking at one of the best passers in the league, Richard.
I don't think he gets enough credit for it. He's got such a great feel for the game. The way he wiggles in and out of the lane, it is so impressive. He is such a great, confident floor leader.
Now here's Garland. Pulls it from the corner. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Tatum from long range. The Cavaliers pull it in. Lets it go from deep. Tatum pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside White. Tatum a screen on Allen. Here's White. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. From behind the arc. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. The Cavs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. They get it back. Outside for Mitchell. Launches a 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And here's Garland. Mobley, a screen on Porzingis. Garland, no good. And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. 6-point game. RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one. And let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art. And it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got 8.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Pass to Mobley. Fires the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Tatum, good.
Once the fast break is rolling, they know who to go to. Tatum can be trusted to find the finish.
Connects from downtown. 1:09 left in the opening quarter. Now here's Holiday. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. And there's a 3-second violation.
Cleveland ball.
The Cavaliers leading. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Mitchell. Over White. Rebound Boston.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Mobley, a screen on Brown. And Mitchell launches it from deep. And Cleveland another three.
Okay, Spider's showing his range way back there.
And it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Holiday.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll be... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
They've got Dean Wade. Isaac Okoro is out there with Ty Jerome. Then it's Thompson, and it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Green's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Wade. Green, a screen from deep. Offensive rebound. The kick to Hunter. The 3-ball. Fires, hitting the triple. Hunter's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The Cavaliers lead by 5. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. Horford outside. Pass to Shireman. Horford, a screen on Hunter. Shireman. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition 3. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words for him.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Cavaliers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Green with a screen on Horford. Thompson, no good. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Pritchard. It's rebounded by Wade.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Thompson against Horford. And another miss by Cleveland. The Celtics have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Craig, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Here's Wade. Off the mark there with a 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Shireman. Gets the 3 to fall. Shireman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
The 3 from Okoro. Outside for Green. Puts up a 3. Cleveland the rebound. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. Boston pulls it in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Outside, Green. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep. Green's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
Pass to Wade. Thompson, a screen on Craig. Nails it from three. And now it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Horford, a screen on Hunter. And it's Shireman missing. Well, the Cavaliers shooting just around 32% from the field. Green, the pass to Wade. Green in the post. Green with a screen on Craig. Here's Wade. Hits a three-pointer. Wade's got 6 in the quarter. Celtics trail by 12. Outside Craig. Pass to Shireman. Back to Craig. Looking to win the run. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hunter on the wing. It could go. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Allen with a screen on Tatum. From deep, Mobley. Boston with a rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
Garland against Holiday. The 3 from Mitchell. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And it's Allen with the ball for Cleveland. From deep, Strus. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 15. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life."
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure. Porzingis passes to Tatum. The kick out to White. Back to Tatum. The rebound by Garland.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Allen a screen, and Mitchell launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the second half.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Mobley, no good. Celtics trail by 18. There's Tatum with the 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
an accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
The three is up. Tatum with another miss. Cleveland leading by 15. And Mitchell puts up a deep three. 1:52 left in the third quarter here. And another miss by Cleveland. Boston's shooting just 31% in today's game. Not great.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Celtics trail by 13. From outside the arc. Tatum can't hit. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a less than average 27. Oh, no way! Oh, wow!
Good for him. What a shot.
Left side Holiday. Outside White. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Here's Jerome. Boston pulls it in. Here's Shireman. He's got 5. Craig on the wing. From the arc. Sinks it from distance.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
On the wing, Wade, defended by Craig. Wade misses. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Shireman. No good on the triple. Shireman's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Hunter from the arc. Cleveland the rebound. Fades back. Yep, that one goes. Wade's got 8.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
The 3 from Craig. That shot off the mark. Got it off in time. No luck on that one. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell, providing a lot of it. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Tristan Thompson is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Okoro in at the 2-guard position. That's the 5 from Cleveland right now.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's Wade. He's covered by Holiday. Takes a 3. Wade misses.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
There's Tatum with the 3. And Tatum cashes in from the corner.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Outside Hunter. Lets it fly. And again, it's Cleveland converting.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Holiday. Back to Jerome. White with the steal. Now the Celtics on the move. The finish! And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
Outside Hunter. to Jerome. 4 on the clock. Off target from outside. And Porzingis has got the ball here for Boston. Down by 12. Tatum passes to Brown. It's Holiday with a drive. Tatum from long range. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Wade. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Celtics trail by 10. Porzingis finds Tatum. Fires the 3, and they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Holiday against Garland. Outside Mitchell. From downtown, buries it from 3. Mitchell's got 21.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Tatum can't hit. Cleveland leading by 13. Allen a screen. Strus with a deep 3. And Cleveland another 3.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Cavaliers.
Seemed like the sheer volume of 3-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
The 3. And the Celtics another 3. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
White against Garland. Puts up a deep 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Cavaliers ball.
Brown with the steal.
Go, back up on the table.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. This one was a fun one to watch.